Hey everyone, it's Ruger. As you recall, I just sold Camp Desert Dogs back in March, a little bit over a month. As promised, I was going to share the numbers, how much money we made, how much we paid for all those transaction fees, and here it is. We ended up selling the property for $11,000. We got a $23 credit because the taxes had already been paid off, so it was prorated. Get some of that back. What we actually ended up cashing going into our bank was a total of $8,115.01. And here are all the numbers. The reason I share this is because, I had never sold the property. I had bought this property, our primary home, things of that sort, other assets, but never had to sell real estate. And I was a little bit thrown off by the numbers. I was thinking, I was looking maybe at the 1,000, 1,500 max. It's a little bit of ignorance on my end to not expect the numbers to be higher. And the unfortunate thing is, I still need to pay taxes on the 8K, right? The 8,000 that I made. So I'm gonna have to pay that at the end of the year, and that will be less, but it's still money that is not deducted from this fully. So just looking at these numbers, we see that the commission for the real estate agent, they did dual agency, 500, 500. Something's going to another 500 going to their broker. Of course, title taxes and recording. The title company needs to transfer all that, and then the escrow. So looking at all these fees, again, it threw me off. I was under the impression I'm the one with the property, I'm the one selling it, but here I am paying for all these things, and it makes sense, right? Regardless of the size of the property, the documents still need to be transferred to the new owner, recorded with the county, title reports pulled, people need to get paid. So it makes sense. I think I was already counting my chickens before the eggs hatched, and I was looking at 10,000 for this, and already planning what to do with that. In reality, get a total of 8,000. I share these numbers again because if you're looking to selling your property or you're looking to doing something similar, just be aware, right? Either you can shop around, look at other things if you think I paid too much here, or you just add this into everything. Maybe have a more conservative number of your return, just so you're not stuck. Not necessarily, I wouldn't say 8,000 is a bad return. If all of you recall, I bought this property back in 2014 for about 2,500. Maybe added another 500 to it. So I would say we are at 3,000 spent, and that would be maybe max. If you also recall, we put it on Hip Camp a couple years back, made a couple thousand out of that. Of course, we enjoyed it year after year. Our taxes being very minimal, as you can see here on the top. The prorated adjustments, normally it's about $80, $90, $100 for taxes. So we did pretty good. If you're looking at buying real estate and just buying and holding, vacant land is definitely a great option. If you're going to use it to camp and actually enjoy it yourself, even a better option. I have in other videos mentioned that instead of just buying land and sitting on it and selling it down the future, maybe clean it up, make it into that camping property where people can take their dual sports, their ATVs, golf roading, camping, barbecuing, stuff like that. And from my experience with this sale, we did get a lot of people looking to do that, right? A lot of people want to escape the urban sprawl, the metropolis, and get away from the weekend, escape town, even if it is just for one night. And that's what happened with the folks that bought it. They have ATVs, they like to go camping, they wanted something for them and their family. And sure enough, after we closed a week later, the real estate agent didn't send me, they sent me pictures, right? The people were out there enjoying barbecuing, camping, which is good because that's how I use it and that's how I always envisioned it with Hit Camp and others. So I'm glad that the new owners are using it to that regard, and that's how I marketed it, a camping property. I'm sure if it wasn't developed and wasn't kind of ready to just for someone to pull up and camp and offload their ATVs, I would have got a little bit less. I'm just glad how everything turned out. But again, I share this just, I was ignorant in the process. I was ignorant in what I would get in total. But I'm happy with it. Made a good profit from it. Enjoyed my time at Camp Desert Dogs. Learned a lot from Hip Camp, renting to others, and now selling my first property. Right. Now I hope to roll this profit into next investment and kind of see what that goes, and then just kind of keep learning from this whole experience. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts, your comments. I appreciate it all.